Hi friends, it's Allison. Welcome back to AJ's Inspired Life. Welcome back to a journal flip through. This journal is pretty cool and pretty special, I think. It's the first one I've made from the thrift store hauls. So this is thrift store haul journal number 1 flip through. Okay, now the premise of this was, when we go to the thrift store, whatnot, what do you need to make a junk journal? Now, I am no expert by any means, and I have plenty of things, but I do find it interesting to find things at the thrift store. And I had the idea of like, could we make a journal from just what we found that one day at the thrift store? And of course, the answer is yes. So this is the final product of the little, I guess, series, if you will. I think this will be video number 5. I think there was 4 parts to making the journal because it was, it takes some time, or at least took me some time. So I want to show you where it's at. It is, in my humble opinion, done for now. What I'm going to do with the journal, I honestly don't know. What I know is I have 3 more hauls that have been filmed and their stuff, and each one of those will be made into a journal, and each one I bought different things, and so they will all be completely different. And quite frankly, I for one of them, I don't know, we'll see when we get there. So anyway, this is journal number 1. So I just thought I would show you the flip through in case you want to make your own journal. Go to the thrift store, grab some things. You don't have to go to the thrift store. Grab some things around your house that you probably already have. The point was, can you spend $5 or $10 and, make a journal? And of course, yes. And we could make probably 3 or 4 more journals at least out of the same stuff I bought. So I feel like I have you in a good spot. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it through again. If you're interested in, the making of it, it's going to all be linked in the playlist below. Okay. So, or on my channel under playlist. Okay. So again, all we could use was what we bought at the thrift store. Now, with the exception of obviously some tools, I used my own scissor. I used coffee. I put some coffee in a little, my old vitamin bottle and sprayed it. But like the stencils I got at the thrift store that day, glue, obviously I had here. So I did really very much want to only use what I bought that day. And then as I turned off the camera and I started making a little bit more, I did pull out a couple more punches and stuff because I thought like, well, you might have your own punches or, that sort of thing. So that's really the only thing is tools, but it wasn't anything crazy. Okay, here we go. Let's see. I feel like I have you. All right. So yeah. So first page, I made like a snippet roll tape thing right here on the side with all the different pieces of paper. This is a paper clip that I made from part of so first of all, we made it out of the manila envelope. This is a dress that I tore apart and put over it. I bought this ribbon and I had binding stuff, how to bind. This was a giant envelope. I cut it into 2 for front and back. And then the papers are all either coffee stained or just the regular color. So I made this paper clip here with some of this really fun, like, white floral stuff. I cut it up and put it on the top there. This is the second piece. So I just made like a little topper here with the stamp. The stamps I bought that day. This is just a flip up. Again, the stamps bought that day. This is a flip up of some papers. Like that. You guys look at the dots on this. Isn't that gorgeous? It's so pretty. This paper goes this way, a little cluster here in the corner. A little fold out. Over here, just a doily on this one with a stamp, a little thing. This one, we just put a tab on here. This is the side of a manila folder, obviously. And then I just cut some paper into a little cluster flags there. This one, I just made a little fold over tab here with this is material from the dress that I sprayed with coffee dye. This is just a piece of the manila folder. I just folded it over. You can undo it or whatever you want. Here, you could use the paper clip there or somewhere else. Here's another tape, scrappy tape that I made at the top. There's my favorite punch. I felt like, excuse me, the favorite punch had to make a debut. So I went ahead and used it. Here's another paper clip. This one I covered with some of the dress, more in the white, and then some of the coffee up here. Here is another one of those envelopes from the front, right here. I cut it the opposite way and made a giant pocket, and then made a big tab card inside. This is coffee stained with that stencil. And that's the back side with those stamps. And I left the card blank on the back. Just a plain paper. This one has the camera. This one is a long piece, and I just put a tab on it so you could pull it out and journal it, whichever way. Or, I did it on both sides. So it kind of goes like that. This is the other side of that pocket, obviously, with some of a doily. And then I made a tab, or what's this? Not a tab. Like a bookmark tag. I don't know. There's my punch again. This one is a long piece, so I just kept it folded and then put a tab on it, to know. This is just a little snippet thing I made out of some ribbon and paper and a piece of the dress again. This one I made a tab that kind of folds out this way. And then just, letting the dies come through on the paper, just kind of leaving them. This one folds out again this way. Little stamp down here. This is a, belly band? Just stamps on that manila folder, and I tucked a doily in here as kind of like a journaling spot or something. And then so that's the first signature. The second signature's starts here. It starts with another belly band going obviously the other way. I made a big tag for it. I don't know. I don't know which way it goes. These are giant index cards that I had bought that day. And so I kind of like them. I normally have the index cards that are like this big, and that big one's kind of fun. Just made a pocket out of the book page and the stamp and a giant tag here. I guess not a pocket, but a tuck spot, I guess. And then some of just white lace at the top, or dress, Again, that same paper, same deal, folded out. I just, made a tab on this one. Another pocket with another tag in it with some of the dress and then a stamp. This is the paper we folded only part way. I really like this little extra flip. I think it's kind of cool. Little stamp. And then over here is another paper clip with just a little, piece of paper that you could, it's a little, it's glued in the middle. Okay. So you could we could do it like this as a little book, but I thought I would just leave it like this for now until we know what we want to do with it, I guess. We'll use that paper clip there. Here's another pocket with another tag, both sides. I left the price tag on because that's how much this stack of envelopes cost me, and I got like 10 of them. So I obviously used 2 in this journal. Here is that other long piece of paper. This one I just stapled some of the ribbon onto. And then here's my other punch I used. I did use a scallop circle to make some tabs this way. This pocket is multi-use. So there's obviously a front pocket here. This whole middle part, you could, if you were going to make it into a pocket, this would be a pocket here. If you're going to tape it or glue it. But I left it open because I don't know yet, right? And then on the back, there's another pocket there. Okay. I guess I should, maybe I'll glue that down is what I'll do. right? I think we want glue right here. Well, even if we don't, that decision's now been made. Oops. Okay, so we'll glue that in so it stays like that. Okay. Just journaling spots. I put 3 tabs here. Front and backed them out of the book pages. Again, another pocket or, tuck space with a tag. And I just inked and coffee dyed everything. So there's not a lot of color. There's not a lot, because this is all I brought home that day. So again, finding new ways, just cutting up pieces, making little tuck spots or clusters rather, and then like half of a doily there. Just cut out a big flag there and glued it on. This is ribbon side pocket this way. I did use another punch here. I didn't know, I don't know. Oh, I guess it goes this way. So this is I think I started to use some of the green paper, and because I had like 3 colors of paper that I could have used, green, orange, and blue. But then at some point, it like didn't really flow into the journal. So the green's the only one that made any debut in here. This is the other side. So this is a actual piece of cardstock or paper that I folded over, okay, and made like a tuck spot. On this side, I put the ribbon to cover it, and on this side, I put material to cover it, okay. And then I just made a card to tuck in there. All right, here is another paper clip over here that I just made. Oh no, it's glued to the paper. Obviously, I did not, oh no, let it dry before. There it goes. All right, so I just made this little paper clip with just, bits from all the, this is the index card, sorry. And then I just put bits of paper on there. Oh yeah, I got a little bit on there. Oh well, there we go. And a stamp down here. Again, this is a little bit of a fold over, and then my favorite punch. This is like a complete flip out. We could secure it here if we wanted to make it just a tuck or something, but right now it's like a complete flip. Here is just the other half of a simple sheet. A giant pocket here with a giant tag. Look at how big that is. That's the whole card. See how big those are? Isn't that fun? And so I just like to use that in there. And then I had a strip of the manila folder, so I just put that there with some ribbon on there. This is like obviously just a giant cluster on this side. Little paper tab. Here is a giant card with the doily. It just flips up as a spot. You could obviously add more to it or whatever you wanted, but. And then this is the back sheet. This is again that paper that we kind of overlapped and glued. And so it gives us that little extra flap that we saw on the front side as well. Here's another paper clip that we made with just like one of the stamps on it. And the paper clips, obviously you could, use anywhere, anyway. So whatever you want to do. This is another one of those same pockets. So it has one here. It has the middle. It also has the back, which I put this piece of paper in because I thought, I don't know, like the green's kind of fun. It has a little bit of green in here, but yeah, I don't know. This is a pocket that we made out of some graph paper, made a tag with some of the dress again, doily, stamp, pocket tag with, again, some of the floral trim. And then that's the last page with half of a doily and a book plate. And then the back envelope is here. And then the binding. So the only thing I'm not happy about is the glue of this ribbon. So this glue on the outside is not sticking, and I'm leaving it open for right now. I actually don't mind it open at all, but I don't know. You can see some of the glue marking, where the glue was. And again, I don't mind that at all. I think it's completely fine. I just don't know quite what to do about it. And then my only other issue is in the middle here. I mean, but that's just the middle of a journal. So, I mean, that's just the way it goes, I guess. You know, this shows, this glue is showing. So that's my only kind of thing I'm not in love with. I don't know if I'm going to add a tie of some sort to like a closure or not. I think I might, because it's already delicious and yummy. Look at that. So pretty, you guys. But the minute we add anything else to it, it's going to get even bigger, obviously. And so I think a closure might be a good idea, but I don't know. So the question is now this. I don't know what the journal is going to be used for. So if you have any ideas, let me know. It's obviously my first journal that I've made like completely. I mean, I make journals every month, but not like this, not from just a limited, I don't know, list, if you will. I'm super excited with it, you guys. I am excited with how the dress came out. I know a lot of you were like, oh, don't cut up the dress, but I'm really happy with it. And yeah, super excited about it. So we'll see. I don't know. Let me know below if you have a thought. If you have a thought, let me know. I have a couple thoughts, so we'll see if any of your thoughts match mine. Maybe we'll go with that. So anyway, that's it for me, you guys. I hope you've enjoyed this series. If you have enjoyed it, or if you haven't enjoyed it, please let me know below, because if it's something you're interested in, you know, I will keep doing it. And if it's something you're not interested in, then maybe I won't film the other videos. I don't know. I did tie all the strings into a bow. As you see me fuss with them here, they normally just dangle, but I don't know what I'm going to do with it. So if I'm going to just keep it and move on, I don't even know. Like, I'll just keep adding stuff to it. I'll probably add beads and whatnot. But if it's not, I wanted it as pure as possible. Like, this is literally what I bought at the thrift store that day. Obviously, with the exception of like my punches, but you could, these punches for sure, you could, you know, cut circles to make these. So that's not, this I did use a punch on, but you could trace that. Okay. You don't have to use that. And I think that's all the other stamps, everything else I bought at the thrift store that day. So if you've enjoyed this, please let me know your thoughts below. I really appreciate it. And I hope you're doing well. I hope you're inspired to create and try. But you don't have to buy a thing. You guys, go through your stash, go through your drawers, go through someone else's drawers, go, you know, if you have a neighbor or a parent or a friend cleaning out stuff and they don't need their file folders, yes, please. I will be happy to take those off your hands. So little dresses that even are ripped or whatever else, don't throw them out. See if you can use them. Okay. So that's it for me. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you've enjoyed this series, and I hope you find something today that inspires you. Take care. Bye.